Americans too lazy when it comes to supporting our troops and country? Beth Chapman, a famous speaker, delivered a speech at the Stand Up for America rally. This speech took place at this rally in 2003, 2 years after 9/11. This inspiring speech was given to many Americans. So the answer to that first question, yes, Americans are too lazy. Beth Chapman talks about standing up for those in authority and our soldiers. We need to get involved. Beth Chapman, Stand Up for America. I'm here tonight because men and women of the United States military have given their lives for my freedom. I am not here tonight because Sheryl Crow, Rosie O'Donnell, Martin Sheen, George Clooney, Jane Fonda, or Phil Donahue sacrificed their lives for me. If my memory serves me correctly, it was not movie stars or musicians, but the United States military who fought on the shores of Iwo Jima, the jungles of Vietnam, and the beaches of Normandy. Tonight, I say we should support the President of the United States and the U.S. military and tell the liberal, tree-hugging, Birkenstock-wearing, hippie, tie-dye liberals to go make their movies and music and wine somewhere else. After all, if they lived in Iraq, they wouldn't be allowed the freedom of speech they're being given here today. Ironically, they would be put to death at the hands of Saddam Hussein or Osama bin Laden. I want to know how the very people who are against war because of the loss of life can possibly be the same people who are for abortion. They are the same people who are for animal rights, but against the rights of the unborn. The movie stars say they want to go to Iraq and serve as human shields. They are Iraqis. I say, let them buy a one-way ticket and go. No one likes war. I hate war. But the one thing I hate more is the fact that this country has been forced into war. Innocent people have lost their lives. And there, but for the grace of God, it could have been my brother, my husband, or even worse, my own son. On December 7, 1941, there are no records of movie stars treading the blazing waters of Pearl Harbor. On September 11, 2001, there are no photos of movie stars standing as human shields against the debris and falling bodies ascending from the World Trade Center. There were only policemen and firemen, underpaid civil servants who gave their all with nothing expected in return. When the USS Cole was bombed, there were no movie stars guarding the ship. Where were the human shields then? If America's movie stars want to be human shields, let them shield the gang-ridden streets of Los Angeles or New York City. Let them shield the lives of the children in North Birmingham, whose mothers laid them down to sleep on the floor each night to shelter them from stray bullets. If they want to be human shields, I say let them shield the men and women of honesty and integrity that epitomizes courage and embody the spirit of freedom by wearing the proud uniforms of the United States military. Those are the people who have earned and deserve shielding. Throughout the course of history, this country has remained free, not because of movie stars and liberal activists, but because of brave men and women who hated war too. However, they laid down their lives so that we may all live in freedom. After all, what greater love hath no man that he lay down his life for his friend, or in this case, a country? We should give our military honor and acknowledgement and not let their lives be in vain. If you want to see true human shields, walk through Arlington Cemetery. There lie human shields, heroes, and the brave Americans who didn't get on television and talk about being a human shield. They were human shields. I thank God tonight for freedom. Those who bought and paid for it with their lives in the past. Those who protect it in the present and defend it in the future. America has remained silent too long. God-fearing people have remained silent too long. We must lift our voices united in a humble prayer to God for guidance and the strength and courage to sustain us throughout whatever the future may hold. After the tragic events of September 11th, my then 11-year-old son said terrorism is a war against them and us, and if you're not one of us, then you're one of them. So in closing tonight, let us be of one accord. Let us stand proud, and let us be the human shields of prayer, encouragement, and support for the President, our troops, and their families, and our country. May God bless America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, and the greatest country on this face of the earth.